Good afternoon, Word of Grace family. Today is Friday, August the 28th, 2020, and welcome to today's edition of 5 Minutes of Encouragement. As usual, the scriptures that I reference during this talk will be in the description box of this video. I ask that you both like and share this hashtag 5 Minutes of Encouragement. Today, family, we're going to look, as we usually do on Fridays, at a psalm. We're going to look at Psalm 110 and 111. And I'm going to read it this time out of the Voice translation or the Voice interpretation. The Voice is kind of new, was translated in 2008 by the Ecclesia or the Ecclesia Bible Society. And most of you know that Ecclesia is the Greek word for church. When Jesus said, "On this rock I'll build my church," the word church there is ecclesia or ecclesia, depending on where you're from, I guess. But this translation or this interpretation was created by the Ecclesia Society. I kind of like the way it uses some words. And so we're going to look at Psalm 110, 111, and see if you can identify where Psalm 110 is used in the New Testament. So if you'll sit back, relax, some soft music will play. Hopefully the video behind it is nice, and you'll enjoy this. Psalm 110. The Eternal said to my Lord, "Sit here at my right hand, in the place of honor and power, and I will gather your enemies together, lead them in on hands and knees. You will rest your feet on their backs. The Eternal will extend your reach as you rule from the throne on Zion. You will be out in the enemy's lands, ruling. Your people will come as volunteers that day. They will be a sight to see. On that day, you will lead your army, noble in their holiness. As the new day dawns and dew settles on the grass, your young volunteers will make their way to you. The Eternal has sworn an oath and cannot change his mind. You are a priest forever in the honored order of Melchizedek. The Lord is at your right hand. On the day that his fury comes to its peak, he will crush kings. You will see the dead in heaps at the roadside, corpses spread far and wide in valleys and on hillsides. Rulers and military leaders will lie among them without distinction. This will be his judgment on the nations. There is a brook along the way. He will stop there and drink, and when he is finished, he will raise his head." Psalm 111. Praise the Eternal. I will thank him with all my heart in the presence of the right standing and with the assembly. The works of the Eternal are many and wondrous. They are examined by all who delight in them. His work is marked with beauty and majesty. His justice has no end. His wonders are reminders that the Eternal is gracious and compassionate to all. He provides food to those who revere him. He will always remember his covenant. He has shown the mighty strength of his works to his people by giving the land of foreign nations to them. All his accomplishments are truth and justice. All his instructions are certain. His precepts will continue year in and year out, performed by his people with honesty and truth. He has redeemed his people, guaranteeing his covenant forever. His name is holy and awe-inspiring. Reverence for the Eternal is the first step toward wisdom. All those who worship him have good understanding. His praise will echo throughout eternity. Family, I hope you enjoyed those two Psalms, Psalm 110 and Psalm 111? And did you identify that the very beginning of Psalm 110, how it is used in the New Testament in both Hebrews, which I believe was written by Paul, as well as the book of Corinthians, which also, of course, is written by Paul. And some of the themes go throughout the epistles, which to me just goes to prove that the Bible has one author from beginning to end. A lot of different pens, a lot of different hands, but one author communicating one thought, and that thought is Jesus is Lord. Family, I hope you have enjoyed this edition of 5 Minutes of Encouragement. Now, don't forget, there is no service Sunday morning because we will be preparing for our first ever praise night outside on field number 2. I hope you invite your friends. So Sunday morning, the only people who will be here will be the volunteers who are helping set the tents up and get the electrical run from the building to the fields and setting up the sound equipment. So again, no service Sunday morning. However, there will probably be something streamed. So stay tuned to both Facebook and YouTube for that. All right. I hope you've enjoyed today's edition of 5 Minutes of Encouragement. As usual, I absolutely love and adore each and every one of you. But more importantly, Jesus loves you. Go make it a great day, family. We'll see you back here Sunday evening for Praise Night.